Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kat, how are you?
I'm doing good, Steve. How are you?
Good, good. And I want to welcome to Anna, Haley, mother of many ideas. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
All right. I just want to make sure, Kat, you hit live on your end, right? On the Instagram side?
Actually, thank you for the reminder. Go live. Yay. Thank you, Steve.
There you go. Hello, Christine. Thanks for joining. All right. So we're going to get started. Now, I did post, I think all of you, I saw a couple of people did feedback anyway, the August reading. So Haley, I know you looked at it and it resonated with you. So Kat, do you want to do a recap or you want to keep it just very, very short?
Yeah, I think the recap was really just about, well, I guess the first week was about all work, no play.
Yeah.
Very lots of work and people not knowing when to slow down and take it easy. The second week, I'm trying to remember now because I watched it, but I didn't commit it to memory.
You know what? Don't worry.
The second week and the third week, but the fourth week was cool because it ended up with the world, and I had the Ten of Swords in reverse. So it was going to be all's well that ends well. And yes, some of you were going to feel like you were chewed up and spit out, but you were going to bounce back from that very quickly. So yeah. So.
All right. So we're going to start. We're going to do the same thing we did last month for the month of September, one card for each week. And if we need clarification on that card, then we will do that.
Can we just take a minute?
Yeah.
To mourn the loss of summer 2025. We're already reading for September. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Good grief.
So I'll do my disclaimer.
Mhm.
So just so you know, we Kat and I do tarot. We do not do readings for anything involving health, financial, or legal because there are experts in those fields, and we are for arts and entertainment purposes only. Just before we start the reading, I just want to do a quick announcement. We have a fall equinox sound and Reiki session coming up. That's going to be September 22, which is a Monday evening. I will post the ad tonight and tomorrow, and then I'll keep reposting it so you'll see it. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to cut my cards and then we're ready.
We're ready.
All right. So I'm going to put them up here and we'll do one. I just want to see if how this camera works here. Sorry, guys, because it's kind of something new. It's a new adjustment for me with this one camera. So we'll do this. Oh.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to organize mine. Same way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Week 1, everyone. I've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now I'm going to hold it up a little closer so you can see it. Now, this card is really all about loss, and it's usually referring to financial loss. Okay, so you could have a job that's ending. Maybe you quit. It could be that the money situation is just out of your reach, that you're missing the key to open that door to find it. But there is a loss of some sort that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
What did you
get? I have the Page of Wands. So pages are messengers. Messengers, and in this case, wands, projects, things that you're trying to accomplish, creative things. Mm-hmm. So for some of you that are feeling destitute, like Steve's card, the Pentacles, it speaks to money specifically, about being in sort of financial dire straits. But this card talks about news of new opportunities, news coming about new projects, things that you can do. So it seems to me it's a sort of a silver lining cloud situation. Possibly keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for some news coming about new opportunities or new things you can get involved in that may pull you out of those doldrums.
Yeah, perfect. I just want to read a comment here that just came through from Christine. I highly suggest to attend the sound and Reiki session. It was amazing. Kat and Steve both emanate incredible energy. So thank you very much, Christine, for that.
Aw, appreciate that.
Okay, card for week 2. I've got the King of Pentacles, so another Pentacles here. Sorry for the shadow. I'm gonna fix that next time. Now, the King of Pentacles, again, this is somebody who's very successful in their job. They're probably a very good investor. They are a good leader in the sense of being able to delegate things at work. Okay. So this could be, someone around you. It could be your boss even, or it could be a mentor that you might be looking into, maybe finding financial assistance or how to invest your money. Mm-hmm. So keep that open for week 2. See if someone like that pops out into your aura or basically your area. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, the court cards can represent individuals or they can represent an aspect of yourself. And I have pulled the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this talks about false financial starts. And this is week 2. So if any of you in week 2 are sort of thinking about doing something with your money, maybe starting a new investment, opening a new bank account, doing something that to initiate a financial transaction or decision, it may be ill-advised. That King of Pentacles may be the person you need to seek out to make sure to avoid this kind of mistake from happening. Or it could be just you making sure that you sort of harness that inner financial expert and just be really careful about decisions that you make financially in that second week of September.
Perfect. All right, card number 3, which is week 3. This is, let me hold it up right. This is the Two of Swords. And this is all about making a decision. Now, it's quite interesting. The decision is not going to be factual based because you can see that she's blindfolded. So when she's blindfolded, what that really means is that you have to depend on your intuition and even possibly your heart. You have to make a decision that involves either one of those two elements or both, which is quite opposite of what Swords stands for. Swords is all about facts and truth. But because you can't see what's, around you, you have to make that decision based on those two elements.
And it's funny, you had for the second week of September, we both picked Pentacles. And for the third week, we're both picking Swords. That's really cool. So I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So the Knight of Swords is an individual whose knights typically are, they're ruled by the element of fire. So they're about action and about movement and about, in this case, swords, talking about strategizing, communicating, thoughts, ambitions. And he's upside down, which means he's missing the mark here. He's galloping towards the wrong objective. And that paired with that Two of Swords is interesting because the blindfold on the woman can also mean making a decision without bias, making an objective decision without actually having the benefit of using your eyes to look at your evidence. It's just trying to go by instinct and go by your gut. And so I think there's a warning for the advice is for the third week of September is to try to trust your gut a little bit more. Try to look at, you may have a decision to make, like Steve says, and you run the risk of going in the wrong direction like the Knight is. So it's about being very careful about the decision and maybe not making a hasty one and making one based on facts rather than on just sort of knee-jerk reactions.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. And then the last card, I've got the Hangman, a major arcana.
I also have a major arcana.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Wow.
So the Hangman here really represents about looking things from a different perspective. Now you think you're a hangman, you're tied up really tight and you can't get out. Not in tarot. In tarot, it's almost like one of those positions or postures that you would do something like in yoga, and it's enjoyable and you have the freedom to get out. But what the significance is that you're looking at it. You're looking at things around you from a different perspective, whether it be the world, whether it be someone, your spouse, your friends, your family, your job even. You're looking at things differently. Okay.
And I have 3 out of 4 of these are reversed. And I think I had the same thing for August. I have the Hierophant in reverse. So the Hierophant in reverse talks about unorthodoxy, doing things maybe against the approved status quo. You may be in that Hangman. Interesting that it's paired with the Hangman. And I don't know, you're not doing reversals, right? Yours are all upright. No. So the Hangman talks about that, presumably he's been hung by his peers because he dared to speak out and do something a little bit different, march to the beat of a different drum. And the Hierophant speaks to the same thing, especially in reverse. He talks about, again, these are both major arcana. So September is closing with some significant lessons.
Yeah.
Talking about just speak your truth. It may not be what everybody else in your network believes. And you may feel like you're being a little bit vilified for it, but it's still very important to follow that path wherever it's leading you, even if it doesn't seem like the way everybody else is going.
And I'm going to do a quick lining up my 4 cards and see what they mean. And you can do the same thing, Kat.
Sure.
So, I'm really trying to see the overall message of my reading and then the overall message of your reading. And so I'm seeing the first week, at least anyway, there's some financial struggles going on with people. And you're going to end up coming across either a new job opportunity, someone that can steer you in the right direction when it comes to your finances. And then from there, because of this person that you're going to meet, you're going to have a decision that you're going to need to make in week 3. Okay. And it really, that decision, because you don't have the facts around you, you're basing it on your intuition and your heart, which is going to lead you to week 4, which is basically saying, hey, you know what? You got to start looking at things from a different angle. Don't be so structured. Okay. It's very, very important. And I think that's where it goes back to that 2 of Swords and the Hangman, right? So base decisions on your heart and your intuition, not your brain, because your brain is great when you need to cross the street and look both ways, but it's not necessarily the best thing for guidance in your life.
Yeah. And so mine talks about news of an upcoming opportunity. Maybe you've been thinking about or waiting for an update on something, some creative project or a new job or something that you're looking at starting. It's like some news is coming this week, but there's caution in my cards. Watch your finances. If you're this new venture that you're finally getting an update on requires a bit of an investment, caution on that. Caution with both of these cards. Don't go jumping into things and pursuing things blindly, especially where money's involved. Might not be the best time to do a big investment in money. But by the end of the month, there's going to be an opportunity. There's going to be you're going to feel like you don't want to follow the crowd. There's an opportunity for you to close the month going in your own direction. And if you are feeling compelled to do that, the advice is to follow it.
Perfect.
Interesting month.
All right. So now we're going to get to the live readings. Shubar, thanks for joining. Teresa, thanks for joining. If you're looking for a reading, let us know. Put a comment or a question in the comment section. And just as a reminder, there's a sound healing Reiki session Kat and I are doing together September 22. So look out for the advertisement that's coming out shortly. All right. So Haley is yes, please. Haley, do you have a question or you want like a general read? Mother of many ideas, you too. Great. Okay, so Haley's got what is coming next for my career. All right, let's do it. Anna, I got you. I see you there as well. All right. Oh, I like my card. Did you find yours? You got it? All right. So I'll start off with mine. It is the Ace of Cups. So what that's telling me, Haley, is, what for your career, because Ace is a new beginning, okay, and Cups is all about emotional state. What it's trying to tell me, or at least what I think it's telling me, is that the next career move or career option that's coming your way is going to be something that's kind of new, but more related to something that you're passionate about, that you're going to love doing. So it could be in the same field of work that you're doing, but maybe a different company, right? Something like that. So keep an eye open for that.
Mm-hmm. And I have the Three of Wands. So this talks about things are coming your way. There's movement. If you've been willing for something to happen in your career, it's now making its way to you. This is as far as timelines, hard to tell, but something is happening. And if it's as wonderful as the Ace of Cups seems to indicate it is, then soon you're going to be doing something that really means a lot to you, something that you've been really wanting to do. So nice cards. Very good.
Perfect. And I want to say hi to Mustafa and Aisha on YouTube. Aisha, we'll get to you shortly. Anna, yes. And Anna's looking for a general read.
Anna Diaz?
Yes.
Nice. Hey, Anna. General read.
Oh, you're welcome, Haley.
Okay.
And every time I pull a card for you, I just want to laugh. I don't know why.
So I have the 9 of Wands.
And I've got the 5 of Wands.
Wands.
Anna, what kind of conflict are you going through that you've got your wall up? Girl, what's going on?
Yeah.
So the
things-
5, the 5 is showing conflict, and then I'll
Mhm.
let Kat describe what her card is all about.
Yeah, 9 of Wands is just about being. You've got your fortification. You've got your a boundary up, but you're also just exhausted. There's been struggles. There's been either you've had stress at work. You know, the 5 seems to indicate that you're struggling with some of your coworkers, and maybe you're feeling a little bit battle fatigued from that, and you're just trying to regroup right now. So yeah, it looks like you're it's telling us what's been happening with you as far as the
Like
advice.
Anna, I feel like your wall is up because of
Yeah.
some conflict that's going on or that just
Mhm.
happened. So
Yeah.
Cheyenne, you're next, which is the mother of many ideas.
Okay.
And she's looking for a general. And then Aisha, we will come to you.
Page of Wands. And it was general, you said, right?
Yeah, you're welcome, Anna. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so I'll start where Kat's looking for yours, Cheyenne.
Go for it.
I've got the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is more leaning towards your romantic love life sort of thing. And what it's really saying is it's like you've taken a step back from whatever relationship that you're in. It could be a friendship as well. It could be a work relationship, but you've taken a step back and you're now kind of like you're meditating and you're thinking about this relationship that you're in because you're kind of like you're weighing out your options. You're trying to figure things out, right? Because you know that there's still some hope. You've got the 1 cup here that's filled and the other 3 that are kind of like tumbled over. And Kat, what did you get?
So I also got Cups, but I got the 9. So whatever is happening in your life right now, you're really feeling good about it. You're really feeling like there's a certain amount of satisfaction in something that's happening in your life right now. So
yeah, they're almost polar opposite cards, but
it could be too. The 4 of Cups is what you pulled, right?
Yeah.
So there's a need to sit and reflect, like Steve says, and maybe it's saying that happiness is. Maybe it's a reminder that happiness is. There's a saying that I love. It's called, "We do not create abundance. Abundance is always present. We create limitation." Maybe you're overthinking things that you don't need to. Maybe your life is really, if you just stop and take a moment and look around, and there's so much to be grateful for, and maybe you're missing it because you're just overthinking.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is, so I'm going to stick with what I said about the 4 of Cups, about taking that step back and contemplating about the relationship. But with the 9 of Cups, it's interesting. The 9 of Cups is like all your wishes are coming true. So I feel like whatever you're going through that contemplation, when you come out of it, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be set. So it might seem a little bit of a downer right now, but you're going to be good.
Nine of Cups is a great card.
Yeah. All right. Aisha. Have you read for Aisha before, Kat?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
Aisha's
that's
on.
who we were reading for now.
No, it was for
Mother of Many
Cheyenne.
Ideas, right? Cheyenne.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Cheyenne. That I did pick the right card. I just somehow got the name confused. Aisha.
She's
Is
on.
that
She's
her
on
handle?
YouTube. She's a new subscriber. So
Okay.
maybe
No, I haven't.
tell Aisha how you work, and I work differently, Aisha. So I just shuffle and then I pull a card for you. Kat does hers a little different, so she'll explain.
So I need to know whether you're over or under 30 and your astrological sign, because I use a signifier card. So we just pulled for Cheyenne. She was the Page of Wands because she's a fire sign and she's under 30.
Yeah.
So I need to know the signifier card just helps me to connect with you a little bit better. It's hard to do virtually when I don't know you, especially in a one card read. So if you could just in the chat put your
so Virgo.
Okay.
1997. So that would be young.
So under 30, and
Under
Virgo
30
is an
and
earth,
Virgo.
so it's earth, so it's Pentacles. So your Page of Pentacles. So let me just write that down, Aisha. So when you come back, I don't have to ask you that again.
All right.
Page of Pentacles. All right. General read, you said?
No, we
Nope.
have a question for Aisha.
What's the question?
All right. Hang on. Just going to get the question out. Okay. So she met somebody through an online study group recently, and she wants to see what his true intentions are and thoughts for her.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I've got my card. And I'll describe it while Kat's pulling yours, Aisha. So what I'm seeing, you've got the Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands is all about recognition and like a job well done. Okay. So right now, what I'm seeing, his intentions are a study partner, a study group, a project partner, something like that, because he sees a lot of reward working with you. And it's just that recognition that's coming from being able to work as a group together. Now let's see what Kat pulls, because that could change the meaning a little bit.
I pulled the Fool.
Okay. So So a fool sounds, it has a couple of meanings. Sorry, I'm interrupting. You take it. You go ahead.
Yeah. So the Fool is the beginning of the journey of the tarot. The major arcana card. The Fool is card 0 or number 1. And it talks about an individual who's both wise and childish, beginning a phase without really kind of knowing what's ahead, just boldly stepping out without having a plan or anything, and just trusting that the universe is going to have his or her back. And so I think with the question about this strikes me as because it's the beginning of the journey. Might be a little too early to tell. It could go either way, but the fact that the Fool is upright is always better than if it's in reverse. So it has a positive connotation.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that you're going to have to sort of see where it goes.
Yeah, it's interesting. So Aisha, I don't know if you're working together on a project, because that makes a little bit of a difference the way things can be read. I'm kind of leaning towards, there's two that I really lean, like the meaning of the cards for me. There's a very positive side, absolutely, something new is beginning, and the recognition is going to come from it, right? So a new journey is starting, and it's rewarding. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
The other way of reading it is literally the Fool, right? So you can take the literal meaning of the Fool and team it up with the recognition thing. And that to me is going to be saying, watch out for him, because he might be just using you. Right. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
see what he's kind of up to. Does he want to work with you, or what's his deal? So we need a little bit more of a background to get more information so we can pull more cards, but
Yeah,
that's a general to start.
it is. Doesn't strike me that he really even knows. The Fool kind of tells me he's
Yeah.
not even really sure himself.
No, he just wants to throw himself in the ring and see what happens,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah. All
Interesting.
right. Helen, thanks for joining. All right, let me see if I missed anyone here. Okay. Is there anyone else that would like a reading? So I'm just trying to see. Mustafa, did you want one? Because I know you had mentioned you're a new subscriber as well. If you're still there and you want a reading, just let us know. What do we have here? I think.
Yeah. If you're a new subscriber and you want to read, we need your gender, if it's not obvious, and your astrological sign. And we need to know if you're over or under 30.
Yeah. And Aisha, does that resonate what we read for you? Does that make sense? Let us know. Okay, I don't see any other readings.
What?
All right. Anyone want a reading? Let us know. It's very quiet today. It could be the long weekend thing.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah. Usually we are very, very busy. And the other thing too is I kind of switched the time up. Normally we're on at 9.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? It's getting dark really, really quick. Lana, thanks for joining. Let us know if you want a quick read. Like we'll pull one card each for you. Yeah, so I think going forward till the springtime, we're going to be at 8 o'clock at the end of the month. Okay. Just because it gets dark early and fast now. All right. Anyone would like a reading? Let us know in the comments. Hello. Hi, Lana. She would like one. Do you have Lana's information?
Let's see, Lana. I don't think so.
Okay. So, Lana, the way Kat pulls her card is she just wants to know if you're under or over 30. So, Lana's, I'm going to say she's under.
Okay.
And what your astrological sign is. So, Lana, let us know what your astrological sign is.
And I'll start shuffling, but was it a general question?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Lana, I'm going to shuffle while we wait for your answer. I'm actually going to put that one just jumped out, so I'm going to just set that one aside.
She's a Cancer.
So she's a Page of Cups.
There you go.
Page of Cups. Okay.
All right, let's see what we got going on for Lana.
Ooh, messy. Interesting. Let's try that again. Cards are all over the place for Lana.
All right, here we go. Oh, interesting. So I'll start, Lana. You got the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, she's really all about using her intuition. She's got a super strong intuition. She's able to see kind of between the veils. And what that's telling me is there's secrets that's happening around you that you don't really, how can I put this? You're able to see what they are, but they're not coming forward. Does that make sense? They're not revealing themselves, but you can feel it. You can see it in other ways. So that's what the High Priestess is really all about. So it's revealing of the secrets. So something's going to come out soon.
Yeah.
Kat, what did you pull?
Yeah. So the way my cards are behaving is that Lana's definitely got something going on on an energetic level. The cards are really vibrating, interestingly. So the King of Pentacles jumped out. Now, I'm not going to read him in reverse because he just jumped out. So I don't know if he was in reverse or not. So I don't know if this represents somebody in your life who's, somebody who's really good with money, somebody older who's either in a money type job or is really good with money. This individual is popping out. So, to say hello, I'm not sure. So if there's somebody in your life that fits that description, then he's obviously important to you right now. There's something about him that you need to pay attention to. But the card that came up in the typical reading with your signifier is the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I don't know if you've got a project or something that you're trying to start, but it's not, for whatever reason, you can't get going, you can't get it moving. Could be that you need his help. Could be that there's something he can do to help you with this project. It could be a personal project, could be something at work, something that you really want to get started at, and for whatever reason, it's not moving
Well,
forward
it's not
for you.
going anywhere because there's secrets associated with it, right? So there's things that are not, they're just not revealing themselves right now. I feel like you know what they are, Lana. Like the High Priestess is saying that you know what they are, and maybe they're just not out there in the public forum. Does that make sense?
I wonder, are you empathic and just maybe in denial of that a little bit? I wonder.
So she's saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's
something
so yeah,
going
so
on
she's
there.
got something going on that's
Interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very interesting.
So just be careful. That's going to be my advice. Be careful because if there's secrets around this, and she's saying I'm empathic. So yes, if there's secrets around this, Lana, be very, very careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but maybe you do.
Yeah, she's saying it's somebody. Yeah, so she did agree. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting how my cards responded to Lana. Very cool.
I can tell about what is that. Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad. All right. So once again, stay tuned for our September 22nd Reiki and sound healing session. Don't miss it. I'll put up the advertisement shortly.
Mm-hmm.
I will say my farewell and say thank you very much for joining. And again, stay tuned for the next month. Thank you, Christine. AB, thanks for joining. We're just about to wrap up. If you want a reading, we've got the time. So let us know, AB. You're welcome, Lana. So otherwise, I'll wait for AB, but I'll continue my goodbye. So thanks for joining, everyone. Kat, I will turn it over to you.
Yeah. And AB, if you did want a reading, we just need to know your astrological sign, if you're male or female, and if you're over or under 30 for my signifier card. But I just wanted to also talk about the sound event. So another thing that is important to note is that it's a limited group. We're not opening it up to 1 million people. It's small, very intimate group. So we will be cutting off registration at a certain point for capacity reasons. So as soon as we have I think to register there. So Steve, you're going to post something on Instagram, but to register, do they message you on how do they register?
It can be done through Square. So there should be a link that'll be in the post or whatever the case may be.
Okay. So yeah, we'll post a link. Probably the best bet is to post it in the story because those links are clickable, whereas the ones in comments aren't. Instagram's such a pain for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Daring in the Dark joined and they would want a reading. So we'll do that.
Hey, Lenore. How's it going? Nice to see you. I haven't seen a Lenore in a long time.
Neither have I.
What's new, Lenore? Queen of Cups. General read for Lenore?
Lenore, do you have a question? You want us to do general?
I'm just going to pull and we'll see.
A love reading. She wants a love reading.
Love reading.
Love. Okay.
All right. See what we have for Queen of Cups.
Oh. I have a major arcana here.
Ooh.
So I'm going to start
Dun,
off.
dun, dun.
Yeah. So Lenore, you got the card of judgment. So means one of two
Interesting.
things. Yeah. One of two things, depending on what the cat pulls as well. She's wondering what someone is thinking. Interesting. So when it comes to judgment, it's like there's an awakening happening,
Mhm.
okay, or the actual word of judgment. So right now, what I'm feeling is they're placing how can I put this? They are judging you based on what you do, what you say, what you wear, all that kind of stuff. You're being looked at. Let's put it that way.
Mm. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which again, so this speaks to um, resources, and I don't know if this individual has money and is just really stingy with it, or has resources and just isn't parting with it. This is an individual who's really kind of concerned about money right now, and their finances. It's
What
not
card was it?
the Four of Pentacles in reverse.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So I guess,
holdings,
yeah.
resources, not
So,
love. This one.
no. So if I put those two cards together, Lenore, what I'm seeing is that I don't know. What I'm gathering is this person is looking at your spending. They're looking at possibly how you spend too much money. Is it frivolous? Does that make sense?
Mm.
That's kind of what I'm getting from these two cards together, which is
Judging you for your spending
yeah.
habits.
You know
Oh
what?
no.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that do that. I can tell you one was one of my exes.
Especially
Uh,
nowadays, I guess, because everything's so damn expensive.
yeah, and so
Hmm.
like if you like crystals like me, and I like to spend a lot of money on crystals,
Yeah.
that might not go over so well with a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
So
rocks. What? No, they're not.
does that make sense, Lenore? So you're being watched on how you
Yeah.
guess how you spend your money.
Hmm. Yeah. Interesting major arcana there.
Yeah, and
Nice
stay
to
tuned.
see you, Lenore.
I gotta sit with that, but thank you. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Like if there's ever comments on how you spend things and what you spend things on, there you go.
It does. It seems to be money related. I mean, I don't know whether or not it's you or him, or there's somehow there's money in the withholding of money involved. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, so Lenore's bestie wants one too.
Ah,
Her name
okay.
is Hannah.
Hannah.
She's a Sagittarius, over 30.
Hannah.
All
That's
right. Does
Queen of
Hannah have a
Wands.
question or just general reading or love reading?
Ah, dang it.
General. All right. And then this will be the last. All right.
Okay, so I had something jump out, so I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take what shows up with the Queen of Wands. So Hannah gets 2 cards. Oh my gosh.
All right. I'll start.
Yeah, go for it.
So right now, Hannah, what I've got is the Ace of Swords. That could be all about a new beginning when it comes to something intellectual. So it could be studying, it could be a course, it could be a new idea at work that you want to kind of get off the ground. But it involves a lot of thought. Okay. Now let's see what Kat's card is, because again, that can alter the meaning a little bit.
Okay, so I pulled an interesting card, jumped out, but I'm going to see what shows up behind the Queen of Wands here in my deck. Here she is. Okay, so Queen of Wands. I've got the 10 of Wands in reverse, and I also pulled the Emperor. So, sorry, this was a general read, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so The ten of wands upright means working really really hard. You're sort of at the end of a real toiling time, but you're sort of at risk of stumbling because you're not really watching where you're going. And the fact that this is upside down, meaning you're not able to finish. You're close to the end of doing something, but you're not able to finish it for whatever reason. The Emperor talks about self-discipline. I'm wondering if maybe you need to muster up a little bit more self-discipline to finish this. You're struggling to get through something, and it's because you're not governing yourself properly. What did you pull again, Steve?
Ace of Swords.
Ace of Swords. Yeah, and that's about sort of ambitions, right? And thoughts and sort of what you want to do. So it's like there's something that you're trying to do and you can't quite finish it because you're struggling with. This is being a major arcana. This is maybe a soul lesson. This is something that you have to come to yourself, is that being able to self-direct. You've got, having to find that confidence. It's there, but for whatever reason, you're not seizing it.
Is that the Emperor that you thought?
The Emperor,
okay.
Yeah.
So, Hannah, the way I kind of see it, the Emperor could be someone like your boss or your father, because it's a father figure. Now, based on these cards that we've pulled, I want to say it's someone like your boss, somebody you might work with, someone higher in authority. And it's like you're being, so the 10 of Wands is in reverse. So you're being stockpiled with work or things to do, but you haven't reached your breaking point just yet. You're almost there, and you can almost see like the light at the end of the tunnel. And once you've finished that, you've had that breaking point, something new is going to start with you. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I see in this reading.
Yeah, could be that way. Could be that the sword comes after. Yeah. But yeah, you are struggling to finish something here for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lenore, Hannah, say anything if that resonates, if it makes any sense.
The Emperor is an interesting archetype.
Thank you guys so much. All right, you're welcome. Okay.
Good luck.
Miss you both. Yeah, likewise. All right, so I've said my goodbyes, and I think, Kat, you're on your way.
Yeah, on my way. I got sidelined there with the solstice or the equinox event. So yeah, like Steve said, we're on every month doing the monthly read, and we really appreciate you coming on and supporting us, and we love to pull cards. So tell your friends, and we hope to see you again at the end of September.
Bye for now.
Have a good one. Bye, everybody.